In this training video, we are going to wire a simple three-way and four-way switch circuit. To demonstrate this, we will be using the constructor program by CMH Software. Over here, we've already laid out some symbols that we're going to use in our diagram. Before we get started, we'll just briefly talk about the three-way switch. On the one side, you have the common terminal, and then on the other side, you have what's known as traveler terminals. When power flows through the common, then it'll be switched to one of the two travelers to continue the power flow. So to get started, over here we have our hot bus and our neutral bus. We're just going to run a couple wires down, and then to start we'll put our first three-way switch in line, and then we're going to have a second one. In a three-way circuit, you'll have two three-way switches at different locations, and then here we'll put a light and then connect it with a wire. Now we'll go ahead and simulate this circuit. We can press this power button here, and now you'll notice that power flow we have coming down through the hot side and going through the first three-way common, and then going connecting to one of its travelers, and then going out to the other three-way switch, and then to the light. And then we can flip any one of these switches to change the way the circuit operates. Now what we'll do is convert this three-way circuit into a four-way switch circuit. And to do that, you just add a four-way switch in between two three-ways. Depending on how many switch locations you'd like, you can continue to add four-way switches in between the two three-ways to increase your switch locations. A four-way switch has four connection terminals, where a three-way only has three connection terminals. On a four-way switch, when flipped, you will have a crisscross pattern directing the power flow from one set of travelers to the other depending on the switch position. A four-way switch is also not a double pole single throw switch. We have a switch here just to show you the difference here briefly. Here, when we flip the four-way, you'll notice that crisscross pattern we were talking about. On a double pole single throw switch, you have two sets of contacts that work together, and both are either open or they're closed depending on the switch position. Here we have both of them in the closed position, and now we have them both in the open position. So now we'll go ahead and place a four-way in between these two three-ways. We'll separate this a little bit. So here's our four-way switch circuit. Now we'll go ahead and simulate this. So now you have the power flow going through the first three-way, and then going through the four-way, and through the second three-way, and then to the light. Now if we flip the four-way, now the pattern's crisscrossed, so there is no place for that power flow to continue to go. This three-way is blocking that. So if we flip that switch now, the power flow now flows through that traveler and then out its common and to the light. Now if we want to add another switch location, we'll just separate this a little bit more, give us some more room, and we'll just add another four-way switch in between the two three-ways. And now we have four different switch locations. This concludes our demonstration on three-way and four-way switches.